What's up, guys? JR Raymond back again, and this time I'm actually in my room in between blocks. We've got block one done, heading into block two tonight. So we're going to talk about everything, the balls we used, all that stuff, as soon as I get back. Stay tuned. All right, so block one's done. Ended up finishing the day or finishing the block, 6 games, 50 over, just under 210 a game. Which, if I had to call it anything, it would be a pretty good bad block. And the reason I call it that is because my ball reaction was way better than what I scored. And I didn't score bad because of bad luck or anything like that. It's because I wasn't doing the right things at the right times. I made the right moves on the lanes. I did not do the right things with my hand or with the bowling balls. To start, it was a pretty simple process. I mean, minus the fact that I was super giddy and real amped up the first game. Somehow I found a way to bowl 220 using urethane. Purple hammer rated around 7, 8, 9. I could throw it pretty much as far right as I wanted, and it would still get there. And then I didn't have a ton of hold left, but a little bit there, so it looked pretty good. Caught a couple doubles, missed a spare early, missed a six pin. I mean, I just dead whiffed it left. It just fell off my hand a little bit, and see ya. And actually, that was the kind of story today. I had 4 or 5 opens today. 3 of them were missed spares, missed makeables. So 3.5 of them were, I would say. I missed a 6 pin. I missed something else. I think I missed a 10 pin, and then I chopped the 6-9. In the 10th of game 4, I left the 6-9. It was dang near the 4-6-9. The ball came in pretty sharp. But anyway, so I missed 3 spares, and then I missed the 3-9-10, which I would consider a makeable spare as well. It's just a small split. It's a difficult spare, but it's makeable. But anyway, so I started out with urethane, played a little bit straighter. Ball looked really good. Bowled a really good game. Set game 2, bowled 240 with on the fill ball. I just tried something a little bit different, seeing if I could go to reactive. And lo and behold, game 3 came, and we threw the first shot, and all of our balls hooked immediately. And so we said, okay, time to go left. So we went left with reactive. Made the right move because everybody else bowled at least 220 on the pair, for the most part. And I was getting to the pocket. I went to the crux, the Omega crux, and I went 10 pin, 10 pin, 10 pin, 10 pin, swish 7 or something like that. So I was close. It was just not quite the right ball. And then I made the mistake of changing to the wrong ball. I went to the halo, which then the halo went behind the head pin and 2-8'd. And then that's when I missed another spare, missed the single pin again. And then I finally switched out of the halo after about 3 frames of watching it come behind the head pin into the UFO, which is earlier and smoother. And I struck in the 10th for 160 something, which brought me back to 20 over after being 60 over. So that was frustrating that I just made the wrong decisions and then missed a spare again. Going into game 4 now, I still used the UFO and kept creeping left a little bit and was able to. Now I had a little bit of miss room left and a little bit of miss room right because everybody was using urethane. So we were kind of going around the urethane. So we were going from like 16, 17, 18, throwing it to about 4, 5, where the urethane really wasn't getting right of that. So you could use that urethane hold at like 6, 7, 8. If you got it to 6, 7, 8, it just laid off and went through the pins and pretty well. I bowled an okay game 4 for 220. Again, a couple of couple of bad executed shots, just wasn't getting my hand in the right spot. Rolled it too forward, and I 10 pinned a couple of times. Otherwise, that definitely could have been 250 because I had some 10 pins that were in between doubles, and the 10 pins were my fault. They were just bad off my hand, not bad direction wise, but they were bad rolling wise. And then game 5, I bowled 220 again. Same type of thing, just great ball reaction, throwing it in the right areas, just not doing quite the right thing with my hand. And then I could have threw them all in the 10th for 250, and that's where I left that 6-9, and I chopped it somehow, some way I did. But so I bowled 220 again, and then I go to the last pair. We have to cross and go all the way to the other end, and my first shot was a good shot, and it went dead through the face. All right, so I watch Ronnie move a little bit left, and his ball goes dead through the face. So then we make a leap left. So basically this pair was like it was fresh, like nobody bowled on it. Nobody must have used urethane on it because they were flat as can be in the middle. And I had a decision to make at this point. Do I stick with what I'm doing and try to go left or right because that's what was looking good earlier? Or do I go back to urethane where probably would have been okay going straighter? And I, again, made the wrong decision. I made the decision to stay in, and I kept changing balls. I bowl 176 to drop to 50 over. So now I'm about 60 out, 60 pins out from the cut line or from the cash line, which isn't, I mean, that's nothing. That's just a game, a single game. So with 12 games to go, we've got a lot of room. Definitely have a ball reaction to go 200 over pretty easily. I just got to execute. It's got to execute, make some spares. If I make all my makeable spares, all of a sudden I'm 90 over instead of 50. So it's frustrating. It's a learning experience and I should know these things already because I've been out here, many times. It's just the transitions are a little bit different since the last time I actually bowled a lot out here. So it's just, it's different. You have to know when to get steep with your angles and you have to know when to shut them down. Today is one of those days where you got to be steep and you got to know when to get your hand around it and what type of bowling balls to use in the right spots. But otherwise, it was an okay bad block. It was a good bad block. That's what it was. So we've got 6 more games tonight. Start at 6 o'clock, and we'll see what happens from here. But use Purple Hammer, the UFO, a little bit of the Halo. Tried the baller a little bit. It didn't look very good. And that's pretty much all I pulled out of the bag. So we'll try to change some surfaces for the next block, see if we can't find a couple more balls that can complement the UFO and the Halo in that middle part of the lane. Otherwise, I got the Purple Hammer until it tells me to go away from it. But that's all I got. We're out of here. Bowl again at 6 o'clock, like I said. Make sure to watch. Tune in at flowbowling.com. If you're not a member, you should probably be a member. If not, then I guess you'll have to wait till I update you on what's going on or watch the scores live on pba.com. So I'm out of here. I'm a little tired if you couldn't tell. So I'm going to go get some coffee and get ready for the next block. So we'll see you guys later, and we'll see you tonight for the last 6 games. Take care.